Evening, folks. How is everybody? Thanks for coming by, spending some time with me. You know, my people, love you. Big three, my friends. You know what I want from me? Like, share, remind, thumbs up, thumbs down. Anyway, Tedeschi Trucks off of Tedeschi Trucks Band Live doing Everybody's Talking About Me. It's an old Nils Lofgren song. It's from Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy? I think that's what it's called. Anyway, we are going to take a look at another one from that Firestone box. This is their Hopnosis IPA. I'll be damned, you dirty no good. 12 fluid ounces. 6.7 is the ABV. Firestone-Walker Brewing Company. Highest quality, a California beer company. Beer before glory. Fair enough. Standard government bullshit warning. Brewing for tomorrow. Okay. That's everything they give us. Let's crack, let's pour, let's get a temp and an SRM. Yeah. You guys having a good one today? Our brother Runner had himself a little mechanical accident there. So he's going to be laid up for a little bit. So you put some positive healing energy out to the boy. I'm sure he would appreciate it. Brother Runner is, after all, good solid man. That's a nice white creamy head. Look how tightly packed that is too. Pretty. There we go. It's effervescing nicely. The sun's still blasting on the wall behind me, so we're going to hold her up. We are going to give her... That's a pretty gold color, my friends. 8, 10, 12. 8. Give her an 8. Then again, remember, I am male, so I don't have like 900 shades of white. Not that I'm insulting the ladies. We just weren't engineered for that, shall we say. Biden time. Oh, no, it's not Biden time. What am I saying? Oh, flappity with the gums. Let us get a temperature on this bad girl. See what we got going on here. Down she goes. You can insert your own joke there. Although, you know, I have 5 or 6 of them. I could have slipped in there. No, we're being a good boy today. Right now I'm looking at 42. We're just outside the approved temperature range, but with a beer this color, I don't think that's a bad temperature. I can't tell you how many of those things I have. Half the time I don't have one when I need one. Biden time. Let's get that sniffer in there, see what's going on. Piney. So the head's starting to come down a little. She's starting to give us a nice look. If I can ever get this screw to turn. There we go. I don't know, are we even seeing that? Because I can't see. The camera's down here. But she looks nice. We'll find out later on when we go to edit the video. Seltzer water. You get what you're paying for here, my friends. Okay, so when I say piney, I don't mean it's like getting smacked in the face with a beaver's butthole. It's lightly pined. I would say on a 1 to 10, it's about a 3.5, 4. So when you've had those super double whatevers, and you know, it's quite literally a lumberyard in a glass, that would be like a 10, about a 3.5. So, well, it's not my favorite flavor. It doesn't appear to be off-putting. Might get some citrus on the back. All right. Well, that's about all we got. She is cold, but still got a slip of the tongue because we are gentlefolk. Salute. Piney. Good mouthfeel. Soft palate, intradentals, out into the buccals, whole tongue, all the way into the back. Dirty, piney. IBUs on this aren't going to be anything super crazy. She is bitter. Say, only getting more bitter as she warms up. She's probably about a 50. Not a big bitter fan. Well, I get some decent lacing out of here. That kind of looks like, I don't know, snow on mountain crags. And that looks like some kind of giant space insect attacking something else. Big, long-ass space caterpillar, though. It's okay, she's dirty. The only thing I'm really pulling is pine, and on the palate versus on the nose, she is pine. And she is not brutally pine, but pinier than I enjoy. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pause. We're going to let it warm up. We'll get another temp. We'll see if she opens up for us. So we started at 42. Let's shoot for like a 48, top of the queue. And then after that, we shall proceed as we deem fit. See you in a minute. Love this band. Great band. Alrighty, folks. Well, that didn't take long, which makes sense because it is a lovely Phoenix afternoon. We are up in the mid to high 70s. So I got 48, 49. So we're right where we want to be. Top of the scale. Let's see what we have now. I've done that beforehand. Looks unprofessional. Professional. Salute. She's got real bitter. Same mouthfeel, hasn't really shifted. So nothing sublingual, nothing in the lowers. Buccal, intradentals, soft palate. She's come back on the tongue, so she's front third now. She is dirty, but man, that bitterness has gone up. She's probably more in line with, so like a 60, 65. Ugh. Ugh. Piney. It's called Hopnosis, so go figure it would be a piney beer. Well, sometimes the brewmeister will craft stuff, and the brewmeister for these guys is Matt Brindleson. Matt Brindleson's turned out some really, really nice beers. Like I said, the Luponic Distortion was literally one of my favorite lines. Even if I didn't like the beer, they were interesting. This is pretty much a standard IPA. There's no real shift in the flavor profile. She is piney-er now, so on a scale of 1 to mouthful of beaver butt, she'd be about a 5. Not really my style. Not what I prefer in an IPA, but that's me. And again, you do you. I'm not in charge of things, so do what makes you happy. Life is short. That comes with limitations, though. Hurting other people for your happiness, that's bad. That's a bad thing. Other than that, drink what you like. I got I got delivered a bunch of Meyer oranges. Phoenix is known for citrus. And Agave Ed came by the house. He goes, hey, you want some lemons? And I'm like, I always want lemons. I drink half a lemon every morning to alkalize the body. Witchy, voodoo, devil magic stuff. But couldn't hurt. But during the week, we were, the boy and I, bullshitting. And he was talking about limoncello. And then, because it's not like the phone or the government or the internet listens to anything you say, how to make homemade limoncello. And then Agave Ed comes by and he's got lemons for me. And I'm like, dude, every time you get lemons, you come by, you get them for me. And we're going to make limoncello this year, which we'll do on the channel. And I'll give you a bottle. Limoncello is literally, you take the yellow part of the peel, you remove the zest from the rind, you only want the yellow, and you only want organic, not sprayed with pesticides, right? Because you want to drink the pesticides, right? So I think they said 10 lemons, and you peel them, and you take the peels, and you put them in a mason jar, and then you cover it in grain alcohol, and you let it sit for, a little while till it pulls all that lemon, it pulls all the oils and the esters out of the lemon peel. And then they were saying that you can cut it with some simple syrup. Simple syrup is a mixture of 1-to-1 water and sugar. If you're going to use sugar, please use pure cane and stay away from GMO beet. Why would anybody use corn syrup is beyond me, but you do you. And then you let it ferment for, I believe the boy said, a minimum of 90. But we shall 6 weeks, he said. But we're going to let it sit for about 90 and then break it out on his birthday. It is recommended that you serve it directly from the freezer and chilled because, well, it's probably about 150 proof, so it might be a little strong. But we'll do that on the channel. Alrighty. 52.53. Well, that's going to bring us up 7. 6, 7. Say 7. 5. Bring us up 5. Wow, I'm good with the mathematics. Let's see what's going on. Well, the pine has started to die down finally. Slip of the tongue. It's gotten better. It's gotten smoother. Bitterness doesn't kick in till the back end. She's not nearly as piney. Citrus like grapefruit. Grapefruit. All right. Well, while we were doing that, we put on some music, and I went looking to see what I could find on this beer, because originally we were just going through Untapped, and on Untapped, which of course pissing me off now. Machine. Excuse me. Right there. And of course on Untapped they gave us the specs that their page doesn't. So 6.7, 45 for the IBUs. You know, at 48, she was hitting a lot harder than 45. And again, I top out at about a 40. They don't give us an SRM. But on a page that you cannot access, Hopnosis, Firestone-Walker Brewing Company, an iconic West Coast IPA, hence the reason she's so piney, packed with the intense flavors of grapefruit and tangerine. I'm not getting any tangerine unless she's warmed up some more. The ABV is 7%, the IBUs are 60, and the color is 10. Well, I can't access that page because when I go there, it gives me a 404 error. So we're going to have to go with the untapped guys, but I think they're batting a little low. Get hypnotized with Hopnosis, our new innovative IPA brewed with coveted cryo hop pellets. Hopnosis is double dry hopped with varieties from the US and New Zealand, creating an explosion of tropical fruit flavors, including mango, passion fruit, white grape, and lychee. This is obviously incorrect. That is the one for Tonic Distortion, which we did last week. At least the second half of it is. And there is one more page. In early 2022, we launched Hopnosis as our next generation West Coast style IPA. Now the time has come to embrace an even more accurate stylistic moniker for Hopnosis, Cold IPA. Cold was not impressive, by the way. While IPAs are typically fermented with ale yeast, cold IPAs like Hopnosis are fermented with lager yeasts. Remember that IPA stands for India Pale Ale. So fermenting an IPA with a lager yeast signifies a break with tradition. When you use a lager yeast to ferment an IPA, you get a cleaner, less ester-driven aroma profile, says brewmeister Matt Brindleson. The colder fermentation process also creates a lighter backbone that helps accentuate the bright tropical hops we're using. So, while Hopnosis offers a lot of things you love in a straight-ahead West Coast IPA, the lager yeast is what pushes it towards the cold IPA style. All right, well, no offense to Matt, and he has turned out some really, really outstanding beers. This is not one of them, in my opinion, but then again, it is not my style. Well, that one kind of looks like a stork riding a donkey. And I don't know, maybe some kind of upside down triggerfish thing, not a clue. And that freaky space caterpillar thing has only gotten weirder looking. Like I said, God forbid the day somebody reads these like that, is a shrink and does the Rorschach test and I get a knock on the door. All right, one last time. We have fiddle-farted, dilly-dallied, and blabbity-blabbitied enough to get us up to 57. That's 11 over... I'm sorry. That's 15 over where we started, so we're pretty much done. Biden time, one last time, my friends. Although, I don't know what to replace that with. I'm going to miss that creepy old bastard. Bacon. There's actually kind of a burnt note in here, but that might be the neighbor lighting up his grill. Maybe the grapefruit tangerine. Maybe at this temperature, the tangerine's starting to push through. We'll find out. Let's slip it a tongue. Well, now to be fair, she's gotten a lot smoother. The bitterness has dropped off. There's virtually no pine at this temperature. Till now, when you get to the back end, and it's really light. Again, it's... Okay, so I lie. Now it's starting to pick up again. As far as grapefruit tangerine, maybe. I'm not really seeing them. More the grapefruit than the tangerine. It's easier to drink now. She's not nearly so brutal and abusive at this temperature, but she's also 57 degrees, and for like an 8 or a 10, it's not really the temperature range I think of when I see the color that I want to drink the beer in, even in an IPA. Opinions are up. No Hawk, though. Anyway, she good for the style. Yeah, I mean, for a West Coast, she's completely serviceable. Ugh, excuse me. Gas bubble just sits there. So for a West Coast, yeah, she's completely serviceable. Is the flavor profile interesting? Not particularly. Again, we did the majority of this in the pine zone, and it wasn't until she really started to warm that we saw grapefruit, and we didn't even see tangerine. So, no. Is there anything super special about this that knocks my socks off? Not really. No. And between the 45 and the 60 bitter, 60. I'm going to go with 60 more than 45. I don't know. I have no idea which batch we got either, because nothing's been updated. So, give me 1 second. Canned on 11/4/25. That can't be right. How about 01/14/25? Yeah, that sounds better. So it was canned a month ago. The beer is definitely not out of code. I don't know. Doesn't really work for me, but again, not a pine guy. You're a pine guy? Have at it. We're going to give her a 4. Lowest number we've given anything out of this box. That Union Jack was outstanding. Luponic Distortion was good and interesting. We still have the Cali to do, I think. I'm going to have to double check. We might have drank the Cali already. I'm old. I'm getting long in the tooth and short on the memory cells, man. But that's about all I got for you. So, thanks for coming by. Put some eyeballs on here. People, love you. Victory. Happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, great man. Hit us with hot and handy. Hot and handy, of course. Laundry list of responsibilities. Blobbity blobbity. You are, of course, responsible for all your actions, so make sure that you're squared away before you do anything. That might get you in trouble. Just saying. All right, my friends, I will catch you on the next one. But until then, Skol. Had better. Had worse. Oh, right. Bicycle, no. Try this again. No. Neighbors are fighting in the alley. Bicycle, no. Try this again. No. Try it on tap. Sure. Handed this to me out of the cooler. I'd ask you what else you have. It's not really my style. It doesn't really work for me. So. All right. Now we're out of here. I will see you next time, fuckers. Always. Much love. My heart goes out to you like Celine Dion. Or whoever sang that stupid song. All right.